Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News. And I have the pleasure to be joined by light heavyweight contender Conor Wallace. Conor, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. It's night time over here, but getting ready for bed soon. But thanks very much for having me on.
Oh, thank you for giving me your time. Obviously, with the time difference as well, mate, it's great to have you on. We'll jump straight into it. So you're headlining on March the 17th against Jack Gipp. I mean, undefeated fighter, WBA and WBC ranking titles on the line. I mean, you must be buzzing for this one, mate.
Yeah, buzzing, and I think St. Patrick's Day has that bit of spice for me as well. Being Irish, I was supposed to do it last year, but a hand injury ruled the fight, pushed it back a little bit to July. So, now I'm really buzzing for this one. It's going to be a great day. It's actually it's on a Sunday because St. Patrick's Day falls on a Sunday. So the first fight kicks off at 3:30, and I'll be the main event. So probably in the ring about 8 p.m. our time here, which is good. So it's great for the people watching back at home as well.
Definitely, mate. I mean, what does it mean to you to, as a proud Irishman, to headline on St. Patrick's Day as well? Obviously, a lot of fighters have done this before you, but it must be nice for you to do it yourself.
Yeah, big time. It's what I've dreamt about since I was a young boy. Headlining live in the zone. It's a great opportunity, and I'm very privileged to be given the opportunity with making Fran at Tasman Fighters, and obviously the help of Stephen Della, my manager as well. But then wouldn't be possible. So I'm very grateful to them for having me, and looking forward to putting on a great show.
Definitely, we look forward to seeing it. Obviously, Jack Gipp, I mean, undefeated fighter as well. I mean, but what do you know about him heading into this fight?
Yeah. As you say, he's undefeated. He's had 7 pro fights. He had a lot of amateur fights. He has a big amateur pedigree and stuff. So it's going to be a tough task. I'm definitely not underestimating it all. I know what I have to do, and he's coming. He's hungry, and obviously, I'm the one with the belts, and he's trying to take them. So he'll be coming up from Melbourne. Based in Brisbane here. So, but I've worked my ass off to get where I am today, and I'm not letting him come off from Melbourne and take these belts off me.
Yeah, so I want to touch on that. Obviously, Dara Foley's gone obviously over to Australia as well, and kind of build a career over there. Kind of why was it important for you to head over to Australia and kind of base your career out there?
Yeah, well, I think it was a good opportunity I was given by Steve Della, my manager. He contacted me and asked me if I was interested in turning professional out here. It was a new life for me, and obviously a good opportunity. So I came out and seen what the gym was like, and jailed immediately, and loved the place, loved the weather, loved the people, the vibe in the gym. Everything was unreal. Steve had a great connection with Irish people before, and um, it was a good opportunity. So I absolutely took it with both hands and haven't looked back since.
Definitely, mate. And as well, obviously, shout out to Tasman Fighters. They've got you in a great position, top 10 ranked in all 4 major governing bodies as well. And obviously, a win on March 17th puts you in a great position as well.
Yeah, definitely. Every fight from here on ends a world title fight for me. If you lose, you slip back down the rankings. So my intention is to keep winning. I've got a great team around me, and obviously Tasman giving me the opportunity and backing me as well to get me in these positions. And I think I'm only a couple of fights away from a world title shot. So the next 12 months, 16 months will be vital for me. And the main thing is to keep winning.
Definitely, mate, as well. And I do want to touch on that. Obviously, you do have that loss on your record, but you've beaten everyone that you've faced. Obviously, you had that rematch as well. How important is it for you to kind of keep on that direct mindset? Even if you've got that loss, it doesn't really matter as long as you rebuild, keep going, get the rematches in, and then carry on going.
Yeah. It was very important for me to get that rematch. Because I learned a lot from that loss. It was my first fight back after major hand surgery, and looking back at the fight, it wasn't my best performance. And there's one thing that stuck in my mind. I wanted to always. I couldn't really move on with my career without getting that rematch. So whenever it was offered to me, I actually won the belts after that fight, and then I had I had nothing to gain really apart from beating the boy because he was bringing nothing to the table. Only my only loss. I was the one with the belts, and I defended him against him, giving him an opportunity of him having no belt. So I had it probably all to lose, but that's the sort of person I am. I just wanted to really right that wrong, and then I can move on with my career.
Definitely, mate, as well. Obviously, we'll touch on Irish boxing as well. I mean, it's thriving at the moment, but it's really screaming out for that big time headliner as well. Obviously, we've got Lewis Crocker, we've got Paddy Donovan going through. But again, it's a big opportunity for you, kind of you on your rise to be that big headline name coming out of Ireland as well.
Yeah, definitely. The big nights, the big fights, that's what motivates me. And A lot of my teammates is doing well. The guys that I was in the amateur team with, they're doing well. The likes of Paddy Donovan, Thomas Carty, Gary Cully, they're all doing well with Matchroom, and I think I'm doing well myself over here. I'm quite well ranked as well in all four of the major governing bodies. So I think I'm moving in the right direction. And as I say, I'm very grateful for the team I have around me with Tasman Fighters and Stephen at Fortitude Boxing. We're all working in the right direction and moving the right way.
You definitely are, mate, as well. Obviously, I do want to touch on kind of some light heavyweight contenders over this side of the pond as well. And obviously, Tasman fighters, obviously Mick's got Jaya Pattaya on these massive Saudi shows with Queensbury promotion. Obviously, one light heavyweight with Queensbury is Willy Hutchinson as well. He's also well ranked in the WBC. I mean, would that be a potential future clash for the pair of you?
Yeah, definitely 100%. I think anyone that knows me and knows the type of guy that I am, I never back down from a fight. And the fights are going to get me in the best position of getting that world title. I'm willing to take them with both hands. I think it'll be a great fight. I know Willie had a good amateur career as well, and a bit like myself. So but that'll be a great fight. And they're the fights that I'm hungry for. And they're the fights that get me out of bed in the morning. And to do it over in Saudi would be a dream.
Definitely. I mean, that would be a great fight for Saudi Arabia as well. And I like seeing, obviously, sometimes it is all about the mega fights, but also kind of raw kind of contenders like yourself and Willie clashing. It makes for a great fight as well. I mean, Connor, we've absolutely smashed through my questions. Thank you for giving me your time today. We ask everyone this. When all's said and done, what does boxing mean to you?
Yeah, boxing's my life. I've sacrificed a lot and give a lot to the sport, and without boxing, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm very grateful for the trips and the getting around the world that boxing has given me. So I'm looking forward to many big nights ahead. So without boxing, I'd be lost, I reckon.
Well, it's a perfect place to end. Conor Wallace, thank you again for your time today, mate, and best of luck March 17th.
Thank you very much, Regan. Good stuff. I appreciate your time.